Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. Focusing in on the power of affirmations as it relates to healing after narcissistic abuse. Affirmations are statements that are recited out loud as well as to oneself, that are declarative in nature, that begin with the I am, and that have a future vision in mind, and are a mechanism to help reset the mind, body, and spirit according to truth, to your values, to really creating a new identity. When we talk about overcoming narcissistic abuse, there are many dynamics that are going on, specifically, as they relate to one's feeling of control in their life, control of their thoughts, control of their body, control of their emotions, as well as their behaviors. So oftentimes we find that there's a lot of suffering that goes on, a lot of depression, anxiety, confusion, sort of a dissociation, depersonalization in their experience in life after being at the hands of a narcissistic abuser. Because of the psychological torture, the mental abuse, the emotional abuse, feeling lost, feeling fear all the time on a chronic basis, can really disrupt the emotional and chemical balance in the brain, creating a constant state of fight or flight. The adrenals, constantly feeling stressed, feeling anxious, feeling like you have to constantly be reactive, constantly reacting to somebody, their comments, their behaviors, their insults, their beratement. So if you're in a constant state of reactivity, this is really not healthy because it's coming from a state of fear, obligation, guilt. And so you're constantly not being able to be self-directed. You're really other-directed because you're constantly having to pay attention to this person outside of you and really attend to their needs and emotions, more so than your own. And you really end up sort of abandoning yourself, abandoning your really sense of right or wrong, your own values, not giving yourself a chance to experience certain things in life, really kind of fulfill your destiny because you're constantly in this reactivity state. And then so the brainwashing is, keeps you in that trauma bond where you, in essence, are, kind of stuck and you're not able to run your own life. So what is the power of affirmations? We have affirmations are stated, beginning with the I, and then flowing with really sort of statements, short, curt, and to the point, with emphasis, with emotional, emphatic tone, and usually verbally or written, to state as fact that which is so, but that which you need to kind of retrain, recondition, reprogram your body and your mind accordingly. Because chances are, at the hands of narcissistic abuser, you've got a lot of erroneous and bad messages running your life. You're not good enough. You're horrible. You didn't clean enough. You didn't wipe the counter off well enough. You're this, you're that. All these negative reflections which are running your life, which are erroneous, which really become toxic. So you need to clear those out. You need to let go of all these stories that this person told you about yourself and realize that that was, at the hands of a narcissistic or psychopathic abuser who is utilizing you as, a sort of object to them and not allowing you to really live your own life and be living on certain terms with your true identity, your true passion, your true values, your true I am. And so the affirmations are to be stated and written. They can be written because as you write these out, they're also going to become part of your muscle memory. As you repeat these, this verbalization will speak and reset and reboot your mind along new neural pathways, which we call by neuroscience, which is neuroplasticity. It's the ability of the brain to learn new things, including new emotions, including new feelings, including really sort of rebooting your identity, rebooting your sense of self, your thoughts, your emotions, your behaviors. And so really the way to do this is through affirmations. And they begin with the I am, and then followed by that word, that feeling, that experience, that image with which you desire to instill. So, for example, I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. This, as you begin to say this again and again and again, you'll then, begin to incorporate this. And, and then, you can do this with your eyes closed. You can write this down. You can keep your eyes open. But you need to speak this so that, verbally, it begins to prune away the old, messages that are in there that, you're living in fear. And so you want to really use the counteraction. So, if your sort of thoughts that are uncomfortable for you, that, are at the hands of the abuser, you really want to make statements that are contrary to all those erroneous messages. So, I am good enough. I am good. I am magnificent. I am wonderful. I am creative. I am loving. I am giving to, and so all these different things that I want you to write, can be customized and tailored for you. But the power of writing it is because it's almost like, remember in school when the teacher would say, I will not tell a lie, I will not tell a lie. So you were using, and then the teacher would make you write that 100 times. I don't know if I don't think that they still do that anymore, but it's a way to reprogram, these emotional lessons into the body, into the mind, so they really begin to take hold. So a lot of people will write out the serenity prayer again and again, and so that they then begin to live by wisdom. I am living by wisdom. I am living by wisdom. I'm living by my truth. I embrace my truth. I love my independence. I love having my own values. I love having my own perspective. I love looking onto the beauty in life and becoming at one with the beauty in life. I love humanity. I love my brethren. I love others. And you can then incorporate this and you can customize it according to, what is, the next is the step for you. I love others who really understand me. I love others who really understand me. I embrace my truth and I enjoy others who also live in truth. So you can begin to, create this again and again and again, and it will reignite and reboot and give you a new sort of neural pathway by which you live by. So you need to begin to say these really again and again and again. And if it seems like you're saying them a lot, well, you're on the right track. And as you begin to say that, really begin to feel them and really begin to allow this to reset. And if you find yourself, at the top of your lungs, saying these in your car, even better, because you're making a proclamation, out into, the end of the, as if you're in a big theater and you're speaking to the last row. You want everybody to get it. And so as you vocalize it, that vocalization will, in essence, become louder and really sort of take hold more so than the erroneous messages from your past. So you're resetting and you're being driven by that new image of the future. And so as you condition that, your body and mind and spirit are going to become aligned and then create that reality for you. And so once you do that again and again and again, your body and mind will learn it. You will begin to live by it, and then you will become really feeling that inner integrity of healing and really having more of an emotional mastery over your life, and then really be able to better see when you're being taken advantage of and really catch it when it's occurring. So you'll no longer be attracting those abusive feelings, those abusers who will, violate and be perpetrating, issues in your life, conflicts, other issues, because you will have reset your outlook, your identity, if you will, your identity, which is, your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. And then you'll begin to realize that, you're no longer drawn into the codependent ways of people pleasing, of feeling less than, of being trapped in relationships, because, you can only once you really declare this and you're creating your boundaries, those boundaries will stay intact, and then you'll be able to give this new healed and really sort of strongly rooted and really with a backbone of personal protection. You'll then be able to bring that into relationships and then always have that to call upon in the future. So you will ward off those violators and perpetrators, because it'll no longer be jiving with your old mindset. And very much so, when you do this, allow yourself to begin to live in the present, because I find that many times people are still living in the sort of messages of the past. So allow yourself to get to the present and really begin to feel and be that. Because we're human beings, we're not human we're human beings, we're not human doing. So give yourself a chance to really soak that in, let it resonate, and to be it. And as you do this again and again, it's really going to take hold, and you begin to really experience the wonderful power of healing from narcissistic abuse. Peace and harmony with you here today. I hope these videos do help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, the videos, discussion, and support.